For 10,000 years, brother has fought brother over who has the claim to rule humanity and the universe. Today, the sons of Sanguinius face the children of Mortarion in a battle of red versus green, the blooded host versus the unbroken. This is 40K in 40 minutes, Blood Angels versus Death Guard. Greetings 40K fans, your host JT the Voice here, and boy howdy, do we have a good one for you today. Tak and his newly painted Blood Angels take on Tycho and his Death Guard in a classic matchup in support of our 5-year anniversary celebration.
Hello, I'm Tycho, the Child of Chaos.
I am having a blast learning the Blood Angels, fighting with the Blood Angels, and today I'm taking the fights to the Death Guard.
I do love the Blood Angels. They are a chapter that shares names with me, or at least used to. Tycho the Lost is now really lost, so now I just have to kill them with great prejudice.
Tycho's Plague Company list consists of a Foul Blight Spawn that will be joining his Plague Marines, a Lord of Contagion that'll be joining his Death Shroud and Deep Strike, and Mortarion himself. He's got 10 Plague Marines starting inside a Rhino, Blight Lord Terminators in reserve, most likely going to be deep striking. He's got some Death Guard Cultists, Death Shroud Terminators also in reserve, again, most likely deep striking to make up for their slow movement, a Fetid Bloat Drone with a Flesh Mower, some Poxwalkers, some more Poxwalkers, and some allies. He's got a great unclean one, 2 squads of Plague Bearers, both in reserve, and a War Dog Carnivore.
My list is a whole bunch of drive me closer, I want to hit them with my sword.
Tak's Liberator Assault Group consists of a Blood Angels captain who will be joining a 5-man Assault Intercessor squad. He's got the Rage-Fueled Warrior enhancement. He's got a captain joining some Blade Guard vets, captain in Terminator armor joining Terminators starting inside a Land Raider, Lamarty's joining some Death Company Marines, a Librarian in Phobos armor joining some Infiltrators, a Sanguinary Priest who's also joining the 5-man Assault Intercessor squad. He's got the Speed of the Primarch enhancement, and a Tech Marine who will be on his own, benefiting from Lone Op within 3 inches of a vehicle. Death Company Marines, all with jump packs. That's a big squad of 10. He's got a squad of Eliminators, he's got a Repulsor, Sanguinary Guard starting in reserve, a Scout Squad, and Terminators in the Land Raider. Gotta love the Godhammer pattern Land Raider. Last cannons for days. Yes, please.
Game plan is guns blazing as they speed towards the enemy, and then I disembark a lot of angry Blood Angels. Zzz.
Today's mission is Supply Drop, so we're going to be having disappearing no man's land objectives. They're going to be worth 5 points on turns 2 and 3, and 15 for the Omega objective on turn 5. Our mission rule today is rapid escalation, so battle line units up to 200 points can actually come in from reserve on the first turn. Our deployment is Tipping Point, so it's a long home edge with a stepped deployment. Really does not benefit either player, as both players need to cross a distance to get to grips with their opponent.
One of my keys to victory is to deploy smartly so that my slow units don't get caught unawares.
This episode is brought to you by Snot Goblin Gaming and the new future-proof, fully painted gaming terrain hitting Kickstarter November of 2024. You heard me right, folks. The modular and storable Snot Goblin terrain is now available fully painted. Hot on the heels of their wildly successful first Kickstarter, they're back with 2 new designs and a fully painted option. You'll never get bored playing in the same terrain over and over. Think Lego, but for tabletop terrain. You can flip and rearrange pieces both horizontally and vertically. It's easy to assemble, and the injection-molded, durable ABS plastic is designed to last you a lifetime. Plus, it can all fit in a shoebox. Snot Goblin is using ultra-durable pigments that are incredibly robust and will stand up to anything that Wargaming can throw at them for their future-proof, fully painted terrain. So whether you play narrative Warhammer, competitive Warhammer, or both, these beautiful battle-damaged Gothic designs are perfect for your gaming table. Whether it be Kill Team, Warhammer 40,000, Age of Sigmar, you name it, if you want easy-to-store and put-together terrain, Snot Goblin has got you covered. Kickstarter arriving November 2024. Make sure to check out the link in the description below and reserve your VIP discount today.
All right, Tycho, let's fight.
Let's do it!
So, supply drop. Only one of these remains as Omega, but we don't know which one. So deployment will be tricky. Which one of us is deploying first? I rolled a 2.
I rolled a 6! Well, let's see a unit tech. My favorite, Buzz the Drone. Lots of plague mowing going to be going on today.
Mortarion has always been the bane of my existence. What I want to see this game is to see the Blood Angels captain go toe-to-toe with a Primarch.
Ta-da!
Looks like Tak's gonna be taking the first turn.
Best of luck.
Good luck, Ted.
Scout moves in case I pull containment.
I am not going to scout my cultists.
Here's the fun part.
It's time to see what objectives are going and when.
What we'll do here is we'll probably just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for the Alpha.
The Alpha objective, the first to disappear, will be the objective on the left of your screen. It will disappear at the top of turn 4.
Low roll, high roll for the Omega.
On the top of turn 5, the right side objective will disappear, leaving the Omega objective in the middle.
The fight is in the middle.
The fight is for the middle.
So in turn 5, when we fight for this objective, it is worth 15 points. I'm going to need to kill you fairly quickly to try to deny that happening. Start of the first battle round.
First turn. Uh-oh.
Tak's drawn Area Denial and Containment for his secondaries.
Air denial, doable, gets me in trouble.
He's Oath of Moment on Mortarion. Looks like he wants to take that Primarch down now. I can't blame him. He's a fantastic force multiplier. Land Raider gets the Tech Marine's Blessing of the Omnissiah. It's going to get +1 to hit until Tak's next command phase.
So I'm using the Skull Squirm Blight. This means that you're going to get -1 to your weapon skill and ballistic skill while you're in my aura. Also, I'm going to be using a Miasma of Pestilence for the first battle round, which means that everything is in cover when it's in 6 inches of my big bad man.
We're going to go into the movement phase. I'm going to touch the objective with 1 infiltrator as well.
Scouts move up to probably contain, looks like. Land Raider moves to the midboard. That's going to score Tak Area Denial and keep him out of contagion range.
Tak's not going that aggressive. He is just touching that center objective with his Land Raider.
Repulsor adjusting its position to get some angles. Everybody stays in their transports this turn.
Going to advance the Tech Marine, see if I can get into that corner or not. I cannot. So the Death Company are just going to begin their forward push. They are going to be on the bottom floor. I'm just putting them up top so that we can see them. Beginning of the shooting phase.
Looks like the Eliminators are going to contain, and so are the Scouts. Infiltrators open up on the Poxwalkers.
A bunch of marksman bolt rifle shots.
Feel no pain. Save 1.
1 dies.
Timmy!
Witchfire. D6 shots at your Poxwalkers.
Psychic Storm.
On 3s. So the first one, and the second one is 1.
First one. Ah! Second one. Ah! Terrence and Philip.
Everything from this repulsor is going to go into Morty.
Cloud of Flies.
Tycho using Cloud of Flies here, giving Mortarion stealth. Every little bit helps.
Defensive array. Here we go. Hitting on 4s now. Rerolling the misses.
Barbican Plate. Ouch. I ignore it.
Here are 2 last Talon shots.
Oh, look at that. Nicely done. Vaughn. Ignore on 5s. 14 wounds remain.
Mortarion is a tough cookie to crack. The twin las cannon. It's only 1 shot. Misses.
Ooh.
The Hydra Slayer.
Oh.
This is a 1-time use only.
Okay.
It misses.
Oh, he gets to reroll.
Please.
Oh!
Mortarion shrugs. Almost all of the repulsors work. It looks like it's up to the Land Raider.
Twin heavy bolters first.
All right.
Twice so far. No sustained. 6s here. Not a single one. You know what? Let's just get it over with.
The Godhammers. Ooh. This is the pinnacle of Space Marine technology for killing tanks.
Godhammers.
Oh my. Ooh. Saving on 4s. Ah, I save 1.
Big number.
What can I feel? I can feel it all. It hurts so much. Down to 10 wounds remaining.
2 shots from my multi-melta. Here we go.
Ooh, oh no!
Big number.
Oh, it's a 1.
You know what?
Ooh, command reroll on the Melta damage. Tak out of command points, but that sees Mortarion down to 8 wounds left.
Rapid fire range of my Storm Bolters. Rerolling for the Storm Bolter. Nope. Give me 1. Give me none. Okay. Hunter Killer.
Duck.
1 more pass. Here we go.
It's a 2! I'm okay! Mortarion is too tough!
Concentrated fire from 2 tanks. And I didn't even drop him below half. That is the end of my turn.
Pretty solid turn for Tak. 6 points on containment, 5 points area denial. That is 11 points as we head to Tycho's turn 1.
I am fearful for what's going to happen to my 2 big tanks.
One of them might have to be sacrificed to the gods of chaos. First player turn, here we go. I'm gonna get a command point.
Tycho's both Storm Hostile and Area Denial. Both are going to be difficult, but not impossible.
This seals the fate of your Land Raider.
Oh, you think so?
I'm hoping so. I've got to go for it. I've got to kill this Land Raider, take his objective, and make my presence known.
Poxwalkers move up. Plague Drone advances as well.
Advance, Poxwalkers, advance!
Carnivore closing on the Land Raider. Mortarion closes the Land Raider also. Surprise Tak didn't overwatch Mortarion here. He's got a lot of guns, and Mortarion is oathed and only at 8 wounds.
I think there's nothing really around for the Plague Marines to do. I'm gonna stay in the tank after I've sticky this objective.
Rhino advancing also.
I heard there are blood angels over here. I understand they're delicious.
Rapid escalation allows Battle Line to come in from reserve on turn 1. Here come some Plague Bearers, and thanks to their Instrument of Chaos, they will only have an 8-inch charge.
Let's do some shooting first. We're gonna start with the Carnivore. He's gonna try and take out your Land Raider.
Take out the Land Raider.
Oh yeah. He's ambitious.
Okay.
He's not smart.
Carnivore shoots a stubber, actually hits.
I'm okay.
Here comes the Lantern and the Rotwind. Pew! He missed.
What? Oh, okay. You want to hit with the Rotwind anyway.
D6 plus 3.
Oh, Mortarion's shooting is anemic at best. Only strips 2 wounds off the Land Raider.
It's into the charge phase.
Poxwalkers have failed their charge into the Eliminators.
Okay. However, he did take that objective away from me, so that's Storm Hostile in his pocket.
Plague Bearers successfully charge the Scouts. Big boxcar roll. Somebody check his dice.
Scouts cannot uppy downy. That is bad for my scoring.
Mortarion successfully reaches the Land Raider. Carnivore also reaches combat.
Can I kill a Land Raider? The Mortarion is gonna hack into your Land Raider. He hits on 2s. Wounding on 3s. I failed to wound completely.
Oh, the Land Raider might survive.
Oof. Takes a command reroll to actually wound once with Mortarion.
Well, that was the saddest roll from Mortarion that I've seen in quite some time. Hopefully the Carnivore can pick up the slack. I am going to Slaughter Claw your Land Raider.
Tak's using Armor of Contempt here as it lets him save on 4s versus the Carnivore, but not Mortarion, as Mortarion's aura nullifies it.
I hit you on 2s with a Slaughter Claw. 3s to wound.
Tak still makes 2 of 3 saves, only 4 damage, 8 total.
I have left way too much on the table there. I better make myself feel better over here, because that was sad. 20 attacks. Oh, baby, yeah. Plague Bearers.
Uh-oh.
Ah!
Booyah!
Plague Bearers take the Scouts down to 1.5 models remaining.
I get to hit you back.
Only a single wound done back from the Scouts.
My Land Raider that miraculously survived.
Ping.
Okay. Not only did the Land Raider survive, but it also denies him area denial.
And at turn 1 sees a really interesting board state. Tak's got Sanguinary Guard still to come in, and his transports are still full of dudes. Tycho also kicked Tak off of all of the objectives, so Tak will not score any primary on the second turn. Tycho did score 4 points on Storm Hostile objective. That takes us to an 11-4 score. Tycho's discarded area denial. That gives him an extra command point.
The battle for the center of the map is just warming up, folks. Let's turn up the heat! What you got, Tak?
Tak's drawn Defense Stronghold and Establish Locus. Oath of Moment again on Mortarion to get full rerolls. Tech Marine makes the Repulsor +1 to hit this turn with Blessing of the Omnissiah. Battle Shock on the Land Raider passes, and the Scouts pass as well. Unfortunately, no primary for Tak. It's still 11-4.
The Bupkis.
I'm going to take that Bupkis, turn it into anger, and direct that anger towards Death Guard and a random Chaos Knight. And demons. Jesus, this is confusing.
I brought the kitchen sink, too.
You did.
Here come the Death Company. Infiltrators move to get some shots. Scouts falling back from the Plague Bearers. Blade Guard pop out of the Repulsor.
So they have deployed wholly within 3 of the chassis. Now they're going to make a 6-inch move towards your Plague Bearers.
I've managed to draw Tax Blade Guard veterans away from this middle of the table. He's coming after my Plague Bearers. Excellent, excellent.
This is a tricky one.
Assault intercessors also pop out of the repulsor, but from the other side. I'm surprised that they didn't go straight at the War Dog, actually. They're a great counter for it. It's only toughness 10. Repulsor moves back to protect his board edge. Eliminators move to get shots at Mortarion.
So that is it for regular movement.
Sanguinary Guard deep strike in, taking away the home objective as well as going to probably establish Locus. Feels like a bit of a waste with them, but points are points. Indeed, the Sanguinary Guard action deep in Tycho's zone. That is 4 points for Tack.
Blade Guard vets here are going to fire their heavy bolt pistols into the Plague Bearers.
Oh, the Blade Guard smatter the Plague Bearers to no effect.
We're going to take the Mastercrafted Bolter off of the Captain. Does he wound? He does not.
Tech Marine shoots Plague Bearers, nothing.
Okay. All right.
Repulsor splits fire, Mortarion gets the big guns, and the Plague Bearers get everything else.
Here comes the defensive array into the Plague Bearers.
Only 2 Plague Bears go down.
The last Talon into Mortarion. At the moment.
Oh, Tycho's got a command reroll the save, and he fails again. That's going to eliminate any chance of a counteroffensive from him, but Tack only manages 2 damage.
Repulsor not doing great. It's down to the Land Raider.
Land Raider now on 5s, everything going into Mortarion. If he can pop him, then everything else gets better, as they will be outside of his aura.
Here comes the Godhammers.
3 wounds and 1 fail, 5 damage. He ignores one of them. Mortarion down to 2 wounds left.
Here comes the Melta. Ooh.
Meltaguns both hit.
Ugh. Can you block it?
Oh, he's failed to save. Does this do it?
Is this where Mortarion goes down?
Melta 2 for 4 damage total.
3 5s.
Not enough feel no pains, he's gone. He doesn't explode, but wowie, wow, he is gone on the 2nd turn. Tack's gotta feel good about that.
And the rest of the guns are wasted. Terminators are up next. Now I can focus on that War Dog and hopefully win the middle. We've got a whole bunch of Storm Bolters. We're gonna use the crack profile on the Cyclone Missile Launcher. And I've got a combi weapon on the Captain. The Storm Bolters first. The Captain right now. I get 2 shots. No, came close. And then the Cyclone Missile Launcher.
Oh, swing and a miss.
All of my guns from this unit here into the Rhino. Delta range Inferno Pistol. Does not hit.
How do you miss a Rhino from that range, huh?
We're gonna try again. Yeah.
Oh.
Inferno Pistol number 2.
Ah.
Nope. 2 Plasma Pistols overcharging. Try again.
That's down to 4.
Hazardous.
Indeed.
I'm okay.
Pistols firing into the Rhino.
Nothing. Now the Marty's with the Solver Pistol. That is not. 2 marksman shots, and the Psyker is going to go into your Rhino. Nothing. Overcharge the Psyker. Neither. Do I have hazardous? I do.
Oh no!
Got a Helix Gauntlet in there, so on 6s I ignore them. 2 wounds remaining. So my last chance is I've only got 2 sniper rifles. I can see the Rhino. Oh.
The Rhino is left on 4 wounds.
Sniper rifle into your Boxwalkers.
Arturo!
That is all of the bullets that I have available to me at this juncture. Onto the charges.
Charge phase now. The Death Company charge the Rhino and the drone.
I need to make a big charge here with the Death Company, because if I do, then he needs to do an emergency disembarkation with those Plague Marines, and he could lose a lot more.
He only gets a 4, but it's still enough to tag both.
Blade Guard vets are going to charge into the Plague Bears.
Oh, the Blade Guard just reached the Plague Bears with a 3. Terminators charge the War Dog with an 11. I think he'd love to reverse those charges. Assault Marines have failed their charge. No real harm or foul there, though. Blade Guard getting to reroll 1s to hit this turn. Terminator Captain using his Rights of Battle. He's going to get Red Rampage for lethal hits.
Straight over here. Blade Guard veterans are fighting into your Plague Bears.
I bet he can't kill them all.
Blade Guard hammer the Plague Bears now. 7 dead, and still the Captain to fight.
He could easily kill them all and not even have to get to his captain. That was vicious. He's just the one.
Oh, down they go. Nowhere to consolidate, so the Blade Guards sit right there.
Harvest time. Hitting on 3s.
Terminators now with lethal hits, and they pop the Carnivore. Eat Chihuahua.
War Dog down, middle's mine, at least for now. I will be able to get a bunch more bodies onto that objective. That is a Power Fist, and Lamarty's can fight into the drone. Everybody else has to fight into the Rhino. We'll go with Lamarty's first.
Down to 6.
Here comes a Power Fist into your drone.
Take 4 damage, down to 2 wounds.
Let's see if the other Power Fist can do the trick.
Death Company do serious work. Down goes the Rhino. Looks like Tycho cannot place that unit completely, so it's going to be an emergency disembark. He has to disembark wholly within 6, and on a 1 to 3, he's going to take mortal wounds. Only 4 mortals.
Plans worked because I didn't realize he had 11 models in that Rhino. After that hot mess, here comes the Consolidate.
Tack piles into the Plague Marines, and now they get to fight him.
You're going to attack my Death Company, even though I'm the one that allowed this to happen.
Spending a command point here in Armor of Content to hopefully save them some hurt.
Here come the Fists of Doom.
I do not deny. 1 damage for my troubles.
Pokings.
Does your Plague Knife kill the Plasma Pistol? It does.
Moving right along to my drone.
You got another one.
Woohoo!
A lot of combat. We're at the end of that mess.
Tack still has Defense Stronghold ongoing and scores 4 points on Established Locus. He's at 15 to Tycho's 4, but he's out of command points, and Tycho still sits at 1.
So many drops out of reserves.
Tycho has drawn Defense Stronghold and Overwhelming Force.
Tough secondary draws for Tycho here.
All battle shocks are passed. 5 points on primary for Tycho. It's 15 to 9.
So you've got 1 more turn of scoring it over there, but then after that it disappears.
Well, it's sticky now.
We're actually playing a game, awkwardly enough, where the objectives unsticky themselves. I don't need to do anything.
Advance the Poxwalkers!
What? Where are you going?
I'm not sure yet.
Poxwalkers spill all over that objective to try to keep Tack off of it. Poxwalkers on the right side move up again to smother another objective. Looks like the cultists are coming for shots on the Sanguinary Guard.
This is dangerous. I don't like it over here. We're gonna go fly over here.
Oh, the Great Unclean One has arrived with authority.
Great Unclean One on the center objective. Let's see him shift that.
In come the Plague Bearers into his home zone. 8-inch charge, thanks to the instrument they carry to reach the Sanguinary Guard or to charge into the midboard. Blightlord and Deathshroud Terminators also warp in.
This is what I was worried about. That is so many drops out of reserves, and the game state is definitely starting to change.
Tack's done a really good job of forcing Tycho to drop everything now to maintain pressure, and he's forced him to deploy deep in his own zone, trying to limit the effectiveness of his Terminators. That's a solid plan.
My nightmare is, and I hope it doesn't come true, my nightmare is that cultists take out my Sanguinary Guard.
That'd be so cool. We're gonna do it! We're gonna do it!
Blood Angels now face the full force of Grandfather Nurgle.
Deathshroud Terminators. Turn on their spirit gauntlets.
You gotta love the wrapping and layering of the Death Shroud. By squeezing in between his bases, he's actually able to get the back row in flamer range despite being on 40mm bases.
Oop, that too is not part of it. Kill them all! 14 wounds!
There's the Tycho I know.
I did a wound! My Blightlord Terminators into your Blade God veterans. Spurtings!
Blade Guard get the Blightlord treatment. 1 goes down.
I have 3 bolters in this unit.
I take a wound.
My Great Unclean One! Barfing on the Terminators. It's funny, I bring a ranged weapon, but I can still barf farther than my ranged weapon.
Are my Terminators still alive is what you're telling me?
Makes me sad, but it is the case. Cultists are gonna shoot their grenade launcher. Oh! 2 damage!
Cultists haven't killed one yet.
Time for flamethrower!
I'm okay.
You're okay. Cultist firearm. On force, 2 wounds! Look at that!
Oh no!
You're gonna have it! Ah!
Tack rolls Snake Eyes. They've killed one. Ouch, kabibble!
Killed his sanguinary guardsman with cultists. That's brilliant.
You're making my worst nightmares come true.
Worst nightmares. On to the charge phase.
Need Tycho not to land a bunch of these charges.
Cultists reach the sanguinary guard in the charge phase.
I need a big 9 on a deep strike for my great unclean one.
Oh, the great unclean one is in.
Terminators are gonna try it. They need a 9 on dice.
Terminators re-rolling their charge, but it still fails.
Lord of Contagion's like, do it! And they're like, I don't.
Plague Bears reach the midboard with their charge. Poxwalker's charging the Death Company.
He is landing a lot of charges. Oh no.
Drone charges back into the Death Company.
1 command point for tank shock.
Tank shocking drone does 2 mortals and kills a model.
A mower drone mowing into your rear of the Death Company.
Tack spending his command point on Armor of Contempt, trying to save that Death Company for another turn.
Hold for me, please.
Oh, Buzz the drone has killed 1.5 Marines.
Poxwalkers!
What in the Walking Dead? Poxwalkers have done 10 wounds to the Death Company. The Death Company fail 3 saves, no feel no pains are met, and that means 2 Poxwalkers rise.
Here come the power fists of doom.
On 2s. I block them all.
Here come the plague knives.
Block 2, please.
And finally the fell blight spawn.
I take a wound. Do I finally get my 6? I got my 6. Eviscerator gets a fight. That was a lot that happened right there. Oh no. Please don't do this to me.
Cultists of doom!
Please don't do this to me.
I will do this. I will do it. I will do it well. Okay. This may have been ill-fated.
Moving right along.
Plague bearers. Freeze.
Terminator goes down to the Plague Bearers.
Bile sword. Strike. Hurrah!
Great Unclean One has killed 3 Terminators.
After all of that in the middle, I'm down to a single Terminator and his captain. Let's start the counterattack. Terminator are all going to go into your Plague Bearers. I'm wounding on 3s.
Terminators clap back.
See if we go 5s. But that's not all.
I got a Land Raider.
7 Plague Bearers left midboard.
Could have gone a lot better. Then we're going to go with the Sanguinary Guard.
Sanguinary Guard now only kill 3 cultists. Death Company now splitting their attacks. The Eviscerator into the Plague Marines.
The Marties has to fight into the Poxwalkers. The 2 Power Fists will go into the drone. So here is the Eviscerator.
Saving on 5s.
Here we go with the Power Fists.
Right.
The drone tanks all of the fists. Chihuahua.
Here comes the Crozius.
Lamarty's only kills a single Poxwalker. That is no bueno. End of the turn, the Eviscerator dies to coherency, but that does keep those Plague Marines away. Scouts go back into reserves at the end of Tycho's turn. There's no secondary score for Tycho this turn, though he's got a huge board presence here. He's almost guaranteed to score 15 on turn 5, as Tycho the Great Unclean One will be nigh on impossible at this point. Tax really puts secondary pressure on Tycho though, and he's in position to go for a secret mission if he needs it.
I managed to storm back onto some objectives. I'm pretty pleased about my positioning, but I am losing models so fast.
It's 18-9 at the end of 2 turns. Tax turn 3 now. Sabotage and extend battle lines are pulled. Oath of Moment on the Plague Marines.
They have to go. I need to start scoring at least on that one side and then free myself up to go towards the middle.
Terminators pass Battle Shock and the Land Raider fails. Death Company have passed their Battle Shock. No primary again for Tack.
Movement phase.
Repulsor moves out to get some shots. Tech Marine follows. Blade Guard veterans get an advance of a 6. Tack using Rights of Battle for aggressive onslaught. They're going to be able to charge after that advance. Scouts return to get some shots and have failed their Battle Shock.
We go into the shooting phase.
Infiltrators into the Plague Marines. Tycho responds with Cloud of Flies. That's a ballistic skill debuff as well as a penalty to hit. Still, Tack hits with everything thanks to Oath of Moment.
Star Trax has been wounded.
Here comes the Librarian.
Overcharging Librarian, risking it for the biscuit here. That's a dead Plague Marine.
Let's see if my hubris hurts me. No, I'm okay. Sniper rifle into your character. Nope. but I get to reroll. Nope. Carbine at the drone.
Oh, the eliminators fail.
So what that does is it allows me to get back onto that objective. Heavy bolter going into your Plague Marines. 4.
The scouts have failed. Repulsor splitting fire, twin las into the drone, and all else into the Plague Marines.
First, the twin las into your drone.
The drone is down and it explodes, splashing a mortal wound about.
Is ignored.
Do I ignore it on a 6 with the infiltrators? Into your Plague Marines.
Tax big tanks are still going, still doing massive damage to my models.
Last shots.
Repulsor takes them down to 1 Plague Marine and the character.
Captain is going to fire his Infernus pistol into your Great Unclean One. I've got 2 Sanguinary Guard left. They're going to fire into your cultists. 3s.
Ow!
2 Infernus pistols, because that's what I have left, are going to go into the Poxwalkers, as well as Dante's pistol.
I can stop it! I can stop it! But I did not.
Well, 1 more Poxwalker down, then Lamarty's. Here we go.
Death Company gunned down some Poxwalkers. Tech Marine has no effect. Land Raider splitting fire, Storm Bolter into the Plague Bearers, all else into the Great Unclean One.
My Land Raider has been tied up all game. I really want to get him freed up.
The Godhammer's at the Great Unclean One!
Nope. The Multi-Melta. Nope. Heavy Bolter. Then on 6s.
Nothing.
The Storm Bolter into the Plague Marines. Nothing. That was a whole lot of nothing from the Land Raider. The charge phase.
Assault Intercessors and friends reach the Plague Bearers. Blade Guard declaring a charge into the Great Unclean One. Tycho overwatching, and he's killed the squad. It's just the captain left. Infiltrators reach the Poxwalkers. Assault Intercessors lead us off in the fight phase.
At the very least, I have to hold down the middle. The Chainswords are hitting on 3s against your Plague Bears.
Which is going to be a total of 3 Plague Bears going down.
Power Fist from the Assault Intercessors. Sanguinary Priest now into your last 3.
They've stripped the Plague Bearers down to a single model.
That is 4 Infiltrators. 5 dead. Here comes the Force Weapon from the Librarian. E3 damage each.
Infiltrators and the Librarian take the Poxwalkers down to 8 remaining. Captain declaring finest hour into the Great Unclean One. He should smash good. Just 2 death wounds for 2 each, and he's taken the Great Unclean One to 17 wounds left.
We go to Defenders, and you get to fight first.
I don't think I can actually scratch your Sanguinary Guard at all. So I'm really hoping I can pull down one of these Death Company Power Fists with my Poxwalkers. Ah, nibbles!
Of course. Can I keep the 1 Power Fist alive?
Can you do it?
Tycho with all the 5s and 6s. Down goes a Death Company Marine, and a Poxwalker rises.
My Poxwalker's doing a great job of doing a little bit of damage here and there and making their numbers continue to grow.
My Terminators are going to fight all into the Great Unclean One.
Terminator and Captain into the Great Unclean One, no effect.
Great Unclean One.
Cultists into the Sanguinary Guard, 2 wounds, no fails this time.
I will fight you back.
Sanguinary Guard slap the cultists, only 1 dead.
Poking of an Assault Intercessor.
I save.
Death Company now. Only 3 Poxwalkers remain.
Ah, the Great Unclean One. This should make me happy. Let's kill Terminators. Can your Terminator survive?
Nope.
Only 2.
Then I get 1 more chance at a save. Nope. Then I've got 2 Iron Halos on the Terminator Captain. I make 1.
It's the 6.
Has killed the Terminator and the Terminator Captain.
Land Raider into the final remaining Plague Bear. And winning on 3s.
I get no 6s. Down he goes.
So that is all the combats.
Tac discards Sabotage to gain a command point to go to 2, and he scores Extend Battle Lines for 5, taking him up to 23 to Tycho's 9.
Going to Tycho's turn, I am very scared of all these Terminators starting to walk up the board.
Tycho draws Cleanse and Assassination.
My secondary draws are not shining. I'm able to score here and there, but not a lot of points.
Battle Shock on the Poxwalkers fail, the Plague Marines pass, and the Cultists also pass. 5 points on primary takes him up to 14.
I am scoring fairly well on primary. Well, better than tacking.
Plague Marines moving. Tack overwatches with the Repulsor as they were Oath, so he's gonna reroll the hit. No wounds. Yikes! Poxwalkers fall back and lose 2, doing so to Desperate Escape.
Run, Poxwalkers, run!
Poxwalkers on the other side advance to the midboard, looking to choke out that midboard objective.
So that's the end of the movement phase. Let's do some shooting. Throw a grenade at your Death Company. That's my last command point. Grenade!
2 mortal wounds from grenades into the Death Company.
Plague spray!
Ooh, the foul Blight Spawn has killed Lamartes. Yikes! That is 5 for Assassinate.
I'm feeling a lot more comfortable now that the Death Company aren't going to be charging me in the rear. Terminators, they're going to spew all sorts of acid all over your Assault Intercessors.
Death Shroud spurt all over the Assault Intercessors. Sanguinary Priest, feel no pains, limits the damage to a single wound.
Move on to the Great Unclean One.
Armor of Contempt on the Assault Intercessors here. Try to save against the Great Unclean One.
The Plague Flail. 2s.
So do you kill the first one?
Down go 2 Assault Intercessors.
And the Vomit. Blah.
4 pluses. Feel no pain. Sword is down to 1 wound remaining.
On we go to the charge phase.
It's a big charge phase for Tycho here.
Charge of the Terminators!
Death Shrouder in.
Blight Lord Terminators!
Blight Shrouder in. Plague Marine and Friend charge the Land Raider. They're in.
This is where I have to proc my character specials.
Assault Intercessors get Savage Echoes for 1 command point to get an extra attack. Tax popping is once per game, fight first with Speed of the Primarch. That Captain also pops Rage Fueled Warrior with Finest Hour, getting even more attacks.
I accept that I am getting punched in the face right now. A lot.
If all things go well here, I could wipe these Terminators.
1 of the Marines has to fight into the Plague Marines. The rest are going into those Terminators.
5 attacks with the Chainsword going into the Plague Marines.
I'm okay.
We're gonna try real hard into the Terminators. Nope, nothing. Power Fist time.
1 Power Fist damages a Blight Shroud, and the Sanguinary Priest downs him.
5 attacks from the Captain. An additional 3 attacks because of Finest Hour. An additional 1 attack because I used Savage Echo.
Super Captain now. He's taken the unit down to 3 and the character. That's not bad, but is it enough?
Well, thank my lucky stars, because that was brutal. The Man Reapers are 4 attacks apiece.
5s. Feel no pains.
Oh, the Assault Intercessors have fallen to the Blight Shroud.
He only has 2 wounds, so if 2 go through. Do I feel the pain? He has a single wound remaining. 5 plus, 5 plus. Does he have 2 5s in him?
The Sanguinary Priest is down.
Captain, who has an Iron Halo.
Captain's on 4 wounds, and Tycho still has the Lord of Contagion to go.
Lord of Contagion.
Does the Captain survive?
Oh, 9 damage. Captain's dead. This is not looking good for Tack.
Destruction.
So you have 3 Terminators into my lowly Captain.
The Flail of Justice.
Deathstrap now smacking the crap out of that poor Captain, but he lives.
The Plague Marines, because they do have fights first, they need to go into the Land Raider.
Tax tanks are taking a serious toll. I need to shut them down. Plague Power Fist.
Woo, 4 pluses on the Land Raider.
It's down to 2.
We're going to go into ongoing. The Captain is going to go into your Terminators. 6 attacks. At AP2.
Captain kills 2 Terminators.
Go, cultists, go! Go, cultists, go! Hua! Go, cultists, go!
I'm okay.
Yeah, tried real hard.
Let's see if I can kill cultists. Let's do better this time, boys.
Gotta be embarrassing for the Sons of Sanguinius. There is still 1 cultist left.
Those cultists still are there.
Great Unclean One sweeps that Captain right off the planet.
That is all that she wrote. This is a bloody game. The fights for these objectives have been really, really tough.
Scouts leave the board again to come back and maybe score Tak something next turn. Tak choosing not to secret mission in the hopes that he can score 15 on turn 5. I'm not sure he can achieve any secret mission anyway, so his only hope is to get to the middle and stop Tycho from scoring 15 on his turn 5. Tycho did manage to assassinate that turn, takes him up to 19 points to Tak's 23.
At the start of the turn, that objective has disappeared.
Whoosh. My poxwalkers now need to find something else to do.
Tak's drawn, bring it down to no prisoners. Boy, he needed that one sooner.
My Tech Marine is going to tell the repulsor to be better.
Oath of Moment on the Death Shroud. Land Raider has failed its battle shock test. That is not good. Tak does score 8 points on primary, takes him up to 31 to Tycho's 19. Infiltrators move up. Tech Marine moves up as well. Scouts return to the field and are battle shocked again.
I don't have a lot left, Tycho.
That was the idea.
Hopefully kill your last cultist.
I want to be a sanguinary guardsman. My name is Nick.
2 sniper rifles and the carbine into your poxwalker.
Oh no!
Miss with both. And then the carbine.
Pow!
It does not wound.
Poxwalker of Doom!
Carbines are going to go into the poxwalker, and then I'm going to witch fire into the great unclean one. How many tries do I get with the smite? So no hits.
It's a 6!
That poxwalker is proving incredibly difficult to take out. With the God Hammer, he's going to put all of his shots into the Terminators in front of him. And a 4+. 2 melter shots.
Land Raider doing some serious work here. Death Shroud are getting rocked. Only one left.
Heavy bolters. On 5s. Yeah.
Okay.
And the storm bolters. Let's see if I can tickle you. Tickle, tickle. I did not get one. Repulsor is going to fire all of his guns into Terminators. Last cannons first.
Ping!
Last Talon.
Repulsor kills another Blight Lord.
Defensive array. Hoo-yah! A wound, a single wound.
Say no.
Tech Marine shooting into poxwalkers. 2 down.
Fred. Bye, Fred.
Charge phase.
Eliminators charge the Poxwalker.
We're not going to go for the big charge. We're going to make the simple charge over here.
Foul Blight Spawn and Plague Marines fight first. Tak uses Armor of Contempt. He's out of command points.
Foul Blight Spawn.
I save both.
Here comes the Power Fist.
2 attacks.
They still kill an Infiltrator.
Here we go into the Plague Marines.
Infiltrators have killed the Marine squad. Blight Spawn is left on 3 wounds.
Here we go with the Librarian.
He's okay.
Eliminators are going to try to take down your 1 Poxwalker. Please, Eliminators.
Alan.
Poxwalker is dead. Lord of Contagion into the Land Raider, saved. Terminator now, 1 wound. He fails. Does he blow up? No. Tech Marine's up to 7 attacks now on his Omnis Iron Axe, thanks to the death of the vehicle, so he's a serious threat now to everything except the Great Unclean One. Whoo, doggy, this is a close one, folks. Tak scores 5 on no prisoners, discards, bring it down. He's gonna get an extra command point from that. He goes up to 36 to Tycho's 19.
So come on, Tak. Bring it on. Can you throw me out before I score all the points?
Tycho's drawn behind enemy lines, which he's going to discard with new orders. And Sabotage is drawn. Oh, Death Shroud fail Battle Shock again, but the Blight Lords succeed. Tycho scores 8 points on primary. His new orders, he's got Containment. Up to 27 points to Tak's 36. Foul Blightspawn falls back. Death Shroud getting Overwatch. They are still the Oath target. Tak down to 1 command point, but Tycho saves them all. Poxwalkers are going to sabotage the mid-table terrain just by moving into it.
Shooting phase. Plague spewer from the Blight Lords.
Blight Lords do nothing in the shooting phase. Death Shroud spurting all the goodness, kill 2 infiltrators. Great Unclean One splits his attacks, vomiting on the infiltrators and flailing into the repulsor.
Here goes the vomit.
1 infiltrator left.
The flail. Fails to wound. Multi-charge the Great Unclean One into your tank and your Tech Marine.
Great Unclean One with a multi-charge succeeds. Death Shroud reached the infiltrators and the Blight Lords, same target.
Great Unclean One is going to pound your Tech Marine.
Great Unclean One into the Tech Marine. He's dead. Blight Lord's now with Ferric Blight for extra armor penetration. Tack with Armor of Contempt to cancel it. It is a long shot, but it's the only shot he's got. That unit and character are gone.
Tycho's reprisal was rough. I'm without my infiltrators now.
Tycho discards containment to get a command point. Sabotage is ongoing. It's 36 to 27. Tax turn 5, and he's really got his work cut out for him here. He's pulled Assassination and behind enemy lines.
This objective is no longer there.
He's oath the moment the foul blight spawn to try to make sure the assassination. Oh, the scouts have failed battle shock again. No primary for Tack. His only hope is to stop Tycho from falling back onto that objective. Sanguinary Guard use a command point on aggressive onslaught to be able to advance and charge. They're out of sight inside that ruin, so they're not going to get Overwatch, but this is tough.
I don't need behind enemy lines. I need assassinate. Going to the shooting phase. I've got 2 sniper rifles here that would love to do something this game.
Eliminators are forced to split fire because line of sight into the foul blight spawn and Great Unclean One.
The blight spawn.
Save fails. Tycho with a command reroll. No joy.
That is going to score me 5 points for assassinate. Do I give your greater demon a headache?
And it fails.
Scouts in the back are angry that they failed battle shock, so they're going to make it up to me by hitting with a heavy bolter.
Ow!
Scouts have actually wounded a Terminator.
Repulsor is going to dump all of its shots into the Terminators in front of it. Last talon shots. Last cannon. Do I hit? Try again.
Repulsor kills the Blight Lord Terminators. He's still got a chance.
11-inch charge, Eliminators into your Death Shroud Terminators. Let's see it happen. No. Nope.
Sanguinary Guard have to get in, and they have to hit hard. Can the Sanguinary Guard kill the Blight Lord Terminators and the character?
In Carmen Spears. Huh.
Kills the Terminator, but the Lord still has 4 wounds left.
Lord of Contagion is going to fight back against your Sanguinary Guard.
Only kills a single Sanguinary Guard.
The Great Unclean One. You attack a tank.
E6.
Tycho does 7 wounds with a command reroll. And attacks turn 5. 41 points is all he's gonna score. Tycho sits at 30 as Sabotage completes. Literally, if Tycho falls back into the primary objective with a Great Unclean One, I think he takes the game.
Let's just see how many points Tycho can pull out in the very last turn.
Looks like he's gonna finish this game in style. Tycho still pulled Bring It Down and no prisoners.
Advancing Poxwalkers.
Because it's a bloody affair, kill the repulsor, get your no prisoners.
Parfing time.
I'm okay.
The flail.
5+, I'm down to 4 wounds remaining. Fight phase. The Sanguinary Guard is going to elect to fight first into your Terminator. Haha.
Down to 2.
Okay.
Can I smash down your tank?
Armor of Contempt from Tack in the fight phase to try to save it. No joy.
Lord of Contagion. Do my best. I brought a lot of bodies to this match, and it seems to have paid off.
Tycho scores his no prisoners and his Bring It Down to the end of game, and 15 primary. With literally the last turn and the last objective, Tycho pulls it out with a massive 23-point turn on turn 5. Make that your final 63-51 in favor of Tycho. Well played, gentlemen. That was a bloody good scrap.
Back and forth, round and round.
Very bloody game.
A very bloody affair. Fantastic game, Tack. Thank you so much. The Blood Angels are awesome, and you played them great.
Special thanks to our sponsor, Snot Goblin Terrain. Check out the link in the description below and follow along their Kickstarter and reserve your VIP discount today. And of course, a big, big thank you to you for watching.
It is because of everyone watching that we have survived 5 years. We hope to do this for many more.
Whether you're new to the channel or have been here since the beginning, we are glad to have you. If you think the first 5 years were good, just wait till you see what we have coming next.
Also, check out our 5-year anniversary event.
Take a look in the description below. You might be able to find a link to our merchandising.
Michael has come on board as our official merchandising partner, so the campaign not only supports us here at Play on Tabletop, but supports him as well. If you make a purchase in the 5-year anniversary campaign,
You'll be able to name one of our models in an upcoming match. It's going to be amazing.
you get to take part in an epic battle that Play on Tabletop is going to put on.
If you're enjoying yourself, make sure to like, subscribe, and share this video. Maybe even consider supporting us through YouTube membership or Patreon. You'll get exclusive releases as well as behind-the-scenes interviews, early access to most of our shows, and access to our Discord, the most happening 40K community around. That's it from all of us here at the Play On Studios. On behalf of them, it's me, JT the Voice, saying, until the next time you see us in the far-flung future of a grim, dark universe, play on!